welcome to our Populist Party primary election for 2024. This is Super Tuesday, the big night. If you are a member of this party, you are voting to determine who will lead you into this next election. This is going to be a big night, folks, and it's going to go fast because we have electronic voting going on. We're going to get a map of the states. These are the states in this country, and the big ones we're going to watch tonight. The wetland, the maw, the marsh could be something that Darius Romney is hoping to make gains in. The pocket, the shores, lodgepole, cave area here, and then the rest of this, we sort of know how it's going to go, but we're going to see. The pocket is the biggest, most swingiest state in this election. It's going to go one way, and whatever way that goes could tell us where the rest of the country is going to be voting. Linda Carlson, Darius Romney are our candidates tonight. We're about to get in some results as the polls begin to close. Polls are now closing in the wood. Nord-Thamp has managed to pick up the 3 unpledged delegates. Linda Carlson has won the wood at large. Each state has a bunch of pledged delegates. Romney winning the pledged delegates of the Lagoon. See, each state has a bunch of pledged delegates and then unpledged delegates. These candidates down here really don't stand a chance of winning any of the states at large. They're going to be hoping to go after some of these unpledged delegates so that they can cling to some support. Linda Carlson naturally is already forming a good ramp of support with the wood. Many states still to come in. If we look at the state right above that, this is our counties. Look at this, Romney pulling out a strong win here against Linda Carlson. But look at this, these urban areas really strong for Linda Carlson. Who won the Spawn with their 990 delegates. Huge, huge, huge. The Spawn's unpledged delegates will be going to Lance Schmidt, and then Darius Romney has picked up the beach. This is a big, this is going to be a big gift for him. And the Torrent, look at that number. Huge amount of votes for Linda Carlson. And then the Torrent's unpledged will be going to Yuval Jorgensen. This is good news for Linda Carlson. Winning the Torrent, something that she needed to do, and it's really proven that her support's there, grassroots. She really torrented them. You see what I did there? You see, if we look down here, as delegates appear, they're going to start changing colors on here. They will likely not appear on the map tonight, although the Marsh is 2nd district here. Now, if we go to the Torrent, look at this. Linda Carlson stealing 60% of the vote. That is a very strong majority for her. Darius Romney, 23%. He barely got 2nd place in this one. Not good news if you're there. If we go to Fairway County, this is getting a little closer. And then if we go to Vincent's Drive on Fairway County, even closer. Look at this margin is shrinking. This is where Darius Romney needed to make his headway. Going to this household. This is Henry Freelandhausen. He is 65 years old. He's a swing voter. He caucused with Linda Carlson initially and then donated to the Romney campaign. He ended up filling out his ballot and vote wrong and voting for both candidates, giving an even 50-50 split. We have to see what this sort of movement will do for him tonight. All right, the Marsh, with their 935 delegates, has gone to Linda Carlson. Picking up their unpledged is Grit Gander, now appearing on the board for the first time. This is the Darius Romney's taken the wetland. Look at that. This is one of the largest states in the country. Followed by Yuval Jorgensen in the wetland, their unpledged movement. Some more unpledged delegates in the wetland. They have a lot of people there, a lot of unpledged delegates. Tulsi Pink putting on the map. She spent $500 million on her campaign and has only 50 delegates to show for it. That is not a good showing right now. And then Nord-Thamp has picked up a few. Nord-Thamp is hoping that he could cut into some of Romney's old timey support, but look at this. Huge take home in the wetland. We saw this sort of coming. Direction's been moving there. Romney's had a really strong ground game. He needed to win the wetland to win tonight. And look where it's putting him on the map. Good math right there. Mr. Jorgensen is in 3rd place. We expected him to fall in 3rd, but he's managed to get a lot of grassroots support against the Never Carlson movement. Going to the Marsh, look at this. Grit Gander has won this entire half of the state. It is one county. This is the state that is split up in 2 spots. He's won this entire county. We've not broken down the counties down here. The Weeds is going to go to Linda Carlson. Big, big movement for her. All right, Nord-Thamp has won the Weeds. Look at this. 5 delegates. This is not a great showing, but the Bayou, big pound for Romney, 466 delegates. This is where he wanted to make some gains. The Bayou has gone to the unpledged movement. The Bog has been called. 4,019 delegates. Romney has swept this state. And then 166 unpledged. More unpledged delegates. Those are going to appear on your screen as I keep talking. Darius Romney's stronghold state was always going to be the Bog and the Fire Bog, very rural population. No surprises yet. and then some unpledged there. But look, we're going to pull up the map in a second. See, look at this. This is just throwing a bunch of red on the map, and he looks like he's way out in front. They still have not called the grass. They've still not called some of these other ones that are definitely trending towards Mrs. Carlson. They are not afraid right now. There's no time to celebrate if you're in the Romney camp, because this map still has a lot of gray on it, and that is going to fill in pretty quickly. This is going to be a huge jump. The second the grass comes in, it's going to be a huge jump for Carlson. If we go to the bog, look at this. He has swept every county. 79% of the vote, 10% going to Mrs. Carlson. This is because Mrs. Carlson does not speak Boggish. Darius Romney has strong connections there. He's been a representative for the bog in the past. The deep has been called. Only 30 delegates. We're not seeing a lot of movement yet, folks. The shore. Okay, big swing state here. Her support here has been stronger and growing these past weeks. And we're going to show up some unpledged delegates for a moment here. Romney has managed to carry the Swallows. 12 delegates. They have more unpledged delegates in this state than they have pledged delegates, which is interesting. Look, Tulsi Pink, that $500 million bought her another 6, I guess. She was really hoping that she might be able to flip this state, but only, coming in 6th is not exactly the showing that you want. 7th. She's 7th. That is not good if you spent the amount of money that she has. Romney's still looking like he's way out in front, but the second that we call the grass, we're still waiting on some of these. All right, if we go to this county here in the shore, look at this big county here. This is where most of Romney's support is. We're making some of this, but this strong urban support for Mrs. Carlson is what is fueling this victory here. Still quite close, but that is enough that we've been able to call it for Mrs. Carlson. All right, the Skulk we can call now. 97 delegates. Not exactly a surprise here. The Lodgepole we can call. This is another swing state that Mrs. Carlson needed to win, and look at her go. This is just the walloping that Romney was hoping he would not get. The grass. There are unpledged delegates. They've called the grass. Unpledged delegates to Yuval Jorgensen, to Lance Schmidt. That means that Linda Carlson has picked up the grass. The largest state in the country, 6,780 delegates. If we push this here, look at that. This puts her in the lead. This is what the Carlson camp was expecting. Now, if we look, if she wins the MA from this point and then wins any of the states still on the board, she will win the majority of delegates, and she will be going into the convention with majority, and she will be the nominee. Now, Mr. Romney has a bit of a trickier time. He needs to win every state still, and I'm not sure that he'd be able to pull out a majority yet. The pocket. This is, they called the pocket. Okay, and Romney carries it. 693. This is some good math for him. Linda Carlson definitely starting to sweat right now. That majority is looking further and further away. The island has been called. You're waiting to see Romney with its 674 delegates. So we're going to pull up the map right now. See, the island and the pocket, both swing states. Not exactly what Carlson's hoping to do. She's now looking to the cave and the maw. This is her only path here. Romney's similar story. If he does not win these two, then it's going to be a really tough time trying to convince some of these people at the bottom to get their delegates to go to that convention. If we go to the pocket, look at this. Extreme support, and it's just emanating outwards. Maybe another week here, and Linda Carlson could have pushed some of her support more rural. It's just an expanding chasm here, but Romney was able to hold on to this. The Gave has now been called, and their unpledged are going to be going to Northamp and Grit Gander, picking up 12. This is a good number for him. He has put almost no money into this, running almost as a joke, and it's gone to Romney. Okay, he has now secured enough delegates that Linda Carlson will not be able to form a majority if she wins the MAW. Neither will Darius Romney with this 5. With the delegates from the MAW. They're all going to be looking at these candidates here to see who will get the majority or the plurality of the delegates of these 5 candidates. If we go to the cave, look at this. Huge support right in the deepest crevices of the cave. But these major counties that just swave deep into the cave, Romney was able to pull up a majority, though low turnout. We have yet to see who's going to be the scapegoat for these candidates. Both candidates like to scapegoat different people. Linda Carlson will probably be blaming Latino turnout. Low African American turnout is usually a good scapegoat for Mr. Romney. And the law has been called. Linda Carlson with its 1,263 delegates. She is now at 13,431. Any one of these candidates in the bottom, in these middle 3 are going to be able to get her over the top. The middle 3 these 2 candidates, if we go to the final count, which should be coming in right away, we're about to get a big wave of unpledged delegates that are going to shift around what the numbers are here. But these two third and fourth place candidates are going to make a difference. See, okay. Yuval Jorgensen could pledge to either one of these candidates and get them that majority. They're going to both be calling him tonight, offering him some jobs. We could be looking at something as significant as the vice presidency. Same thing to Lance Schmidt. Either one of these people is looking to that and saying, this is what I need to do to get that majority. So we're going to be these two are going to have a really long night. Linda Carlson definitely going to be wanting to hit the phones. Same thing with Darius Romney. This has been our election night coverage for the primary election of 2024 within the Populist Party. I have been Skurts Murgderfer. If you've seen my brother, please tell me I miss him so much.